So this episode already been an hour. I'm gonna do a real fast, fast analysis on the NFL right now. So apparently week 18 is gonna happen. Look like it's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen with the Bills Bengals game. I don't know yet, but it look like it's gonna happen. And there's a lot of playoff scenarios going around right now, and it's so funny watching watching the sports networks where they're telling you if this team wins and this team wins and this team lose and this team gets in this spot and this team gets in this spot. It's like, man, I ain't doing all that, man. I'm gonna wait until the game's over. Then I want to say, okay, cool. This team got in, and this team is in, and this team is eliminated. This team got eliminated by the third quarter of this game, or by kickoff of this game, they got eliminated. I'd rather do that. I'd rather just sit there and wait. I'm not gonna sit here this whole big bulletin board of, well, if this team gets the first seed, if these three teams lose and this team wins or this team gets a tie, I'm not. No. I'll just wait until the weekend is over. Then we'll talk about the playoffs. Right now, let's just enjoy week 18. And so, but I mean, it is interesting to see what decision the NFL is going to come with about this Bills Bengals game, because it was a very important game for the playoffs. So the Raiders is going to play the Chiefs on Saturday. I'm expecting the Chiefs to handle business. The Bills is going to play the Patriots. I'm expecting the Bills to handle business, and then if I could have a true understanding if I'm watching the game, if the game is televised. I'm not sure if the game is televised or not, and on the West Coast, but I'm if the game is televised and I'm watching this game, and I could see distractions, I would not be surprised. It would be totally understandable. It'd be totally understandable. Or they could say this is for Damar and go in there and smash New England and get them out of playoff contention. I don't know if a loss with New England get them out of playoff contention. Like I said, I'm not gonna go through the whole bulletin board. If they lose, but this team lose, and they end, we'll find out after the weekend. But I'm expecting the Bills to handle business. Then you got the Bengals. The Bengals going up against the Ravens, and there's still no Lamar Jackson. So there's a pretty good chance that the Bengals could handle business. So we really do, if the season is going to continue as scheduled, and the playoffs is going to continue as scheduled, we need to know as fans, as spectators, as players, as coaches, as people that's involved in the NFL, we need to know what decision they're going to come up with this Bills Bengals game. Me personally, I would not. I'm actually hoping for the first time I ever seen it. I was gonna say the first time ever, but that's disrespectful to the history of the NFL because I'm not that old to know the history of the NFL like that. I don't know if this happened before or not, but the first time I ever seen a no contest in the NFL. No contest. Let's pretend they had a draw. What would the situation be if the Bills and Bengals had a draw Monday night? Let's go with that. No, there's no need to relive this. There's no need to bring Buffalo back to Cincinnati to play a game on the same field. Like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever, how many weeks after they watched their friend and their brother and their teammate and their fellow warrior collapsed like that. Too much it's just not right. It's just not right. It's just not right. Like no need to bring her back to that so they have to go through that again. So let's just act like they had a draw. Go with the scenario as if it was a draw. And if the Chiefs is the number one seed, and if it was a draw, then the Chiefs is the number one seed. And the Chiefs is the number one seed. And the Bills is the number two seed, and the Bengals is the number three seed. We just leave it as that, and let's go ahead and play ball, and let's go ahead and play ball, and finish up the season. Finish up the season, so we can get away from this nonsense of a season right now, if it have to continue. Because I didn't really think they were gonna cancel the rest of the season. I think they was waiting to see what happens with Damar Hamlin before they make that type of decision. And I think when they heard that he was making progress, maybe that made them think, okay, let's go ahead and do week 18 and monitor what's going on with him during week 18. After week 18, after the Saturday and Sunday games, before we go to the playoffs, let's see how is he. Let's see how because if it gets serious, I'm pretty sure they would cancel the rest of the season if the situation got real serious, real life threatening serious. So they made the decision to go ahead and keep the game going, keep the games going. Fine. You want to go ahead for we go ahead and do week 18? Fine. You want to go ahead and have the playoffs as scheduled? Fine. But let's not touch that Bagels Bills game. Let's not touch it. No contest. No contest. Put a 1 next to their loss column as if it was a draw. Declare no contest. Play the playoffs as how the standings are right now. I mean, yes, week 18. There's some changes that could happen between 1, 2, and 3, and week 18 in the AFC. That is true, but as for that, it's just that game, Treat it like it was a draw. Um. Let's little recap. So the Commanders chose their quarterback, and it's funny because I said it. What you gonna do if Carson Wentz stink up the joint? What you gonna do if he stick up the joint? What's the decision? If he plays horrible, you can't go back to Heineke. You just embarrass this man. You just embarrass him. You can't go back to Heineke after that. How could you? That's done deal. That's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Heineke, you gonna sit down. Carson, you gonna get us to the playoffs. Oh, he gets 3 interceptions, no touchdowns. Plays like dog crap. All right, man, you gonna sit down. Heineke, we got the playoffs, but you're our guy. Man, get out of here with that, man. I'll be so offended. Like, how stupid you think I am? You gonna play me like that, and then be like, okay, man, we need you. Apparently, you don't need me. You don't need me at all. You gonna do me like that? You know what I mean? So, we was out there thinking, well, what's gonna happen then? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen with if Carson Wentz don't play good? You can't go back to Heineke. They went ahead and decide to go with a third string quarterback. His name is Sam Howell. He's a rookie. I forgot what round he was drafted, but he's decent rookie. I didn't watch him in college. I'm not gonna act like I did. So we're gonna go. So they're gonna they say, you know what? Let's go with the Rook. They got Heineke as the backup, and they inactive Carson Wentz. Thank you, thank you. Why am I saying thank you? I was waiting for one of these teams to finally say, you know what, we had enough with this mistake. NFL, you made a mistake. You looked at Carson Wentz, you thought he was something, he's nothing. Let's get rid of him. You look at Mitch Trubisky, you thought he was something, he's nothing. Can we get rid of him now too? Can we get rid of these guys that y'all try so hard to build up for whatever reason? For whatever reason, goes like Justin Fields. Oh man, we never looking his way. Dudes like Lamar Jackson. Oh man, you need to you need to play in a different position if you want to get drafted high. If you want success in the NFL, play a different position. Dudes like Mitchell Trubisky or Mitch Trubisky and Carson Wentz and Zach Wilson and Mac Jones. I'm looking at you, Nets, man. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Mac Jones and Sam Darnold. And I want to say Baker Mayfield, but really, y'all really was pretty much pushing him towards the back, and he keeps crawling back. He keeps crawling himself back up, and then so you know, y'all didn't, the other guys I named, y'all didn't really push them to the back so much. Y'all give them the opportunity after opportunities, because there's something about them that you don't want to admit that you made a mistake, that you thinking this guy was good at being a quarterback on the NFL level. So it felt good to see finally a team say, go away. So Washington going with Sam Howard. Let's see how the youngster do. And you know what, youngster, you might do great. And it's not because you're so good. Cause it's week 18. It's week 18, man. Like, are we really playing? I mean, we're gonna play. You know what I'm saying? They're professionals. They're gonna play. But you know, the Cowboys, they are. I mean, they could get second. They could. So maybe they will play. But at the same time, you know, there was talks Wednesday that the Cowboys should actually rest their players. Now I don't know if you have an opportunity to get second, and then you got Jalen Hurts. He practiced Wednesday, so there's a good chance he might play. But if he plays, he's not gonna be 100%. Might not even play the whole game. They might even sit him down. There's a good chance that the Giants might beat the Eagles. My thing is, I don't know. I would say for the Cowboys, just get ready for the playoffs. At the same time, there's a chance you can get second. Maybe you should play, like really play. But you know, Sam Howard, man, you might get some love, man. You're excited. You're a rookie. It's the first time you're in the game, first time starting. You know, and it's like you want to show them what you could do for next season, because you already know Carson Wentz probably gonna be up out of there, and you already know how they feel about Heineke. This could be your time. So you might have a good game. You might have a Stedham, the quarterback from the Raiders. You might have a game like that, 300-yard game, 3 touchdowns, maybe 1 interception, maybe. You know, against a top Cowboy defense that's probably just getting ready for the playoffs. They are